Wow. Okay. Hello, Lollers. We are rocking a Twisted Fate gameplay today in the mid lane. We're going to pick up our Corrupting Potion to start this game off and take a look at the jungle matchup. So we got a Graves and Rise up against us here with a Nautilus and ourselves. So some really good CC and lockdown between me and the Nautilus, but obviously a little bit more burst damage probably from the Graves and the Rise. But interestingly enough, the supports are also probably going to play a roaming factor this game. They have a Gragas, so we'll have to just keep an eye on if he leaves, especially post level 6. He can cause some problems with us with his ult, but we have a Pike, so maybe some good chances to kill this Rise in the mid game. Honestly, as TF, unless you're a one trick, probably damage wise, you're really not going to beat out too many other mid laners. You're just kind of like a jack of all trades. So really this game, we're going to look to let Rise push us in. We're not going to really try and contest too many waves against him. And then just wait for some gank assist. We have some really good gankers on our team in the jungler and the support. So we're really just going to look to try and make sure we save our gold cards, our flash, our ignite for when someone roams up mid here, and see if we can snowball that way. And other than that, just have some fun playing Twisted Fate and stunning people with gold cards. So we're not going to try and force too many things early here. Picking up some last hits when we can. Top laner already died. Gwen is going to be a little bit of a problem for us in our stun card, obviously, so we won't probably waste too many stun cards on her as this game goes and we see her. We'll probably save it a little bit more for the other members of the team. We have a Nautilus roaming up here. I'm going to see if I can come up to this side and force Rise down to the other side. So as you can see what I'm doing here, now we'll step up, land the gold card, proc our electrocute. We don't have quite enough damage, like I said, to kill him yet, but that was still a really good all-in from both of us there. We'll probably shove this in now, maybe get a cheeky cheater recall off here. We'll see what happens, how hard he can test this wave here. Just looking to pick up as many last hits as we can, and then shove this in.
It's my lucky day.
If he wants to contest us, I mean, I'll throw cards at him. We might have Graves coming in. I still have Flash, so I'm okay to shove this in a little bit more and just piss him off under turret here. If we can land those Qs on him, that'll be even better. So here, we're just going to try and hit him with a couple autos. Here we see Graves coming, so we're going to just start Corrupting Potion here. Should be able to get out just fine. If they chase, we can actually probably kill them here. If Nautilus was coming in anyway, but he's not, so it's okay. We'll just hold the Graves here for a bit. Not going to push this too much. Just hold him here, piss him off. If Nautilus is coming in, I mean, we might be able to here. I just need to make sure you engage on him first. Okay, here we go. We have Flash Ignite, so we should be able to do something here. Go, so just burning the Flash Ignite. If he can land a stun, we might be able to do some damage. That's okay. Honestly, I'll take that kill. I just wanted to make sure we got that before Nautilus got it, because I want to see if I can get some gold income here. We can push this pretty fast because we are running the minion dematerializer, so I'm just going to use that here. Misclicked on that gold card, but that's okay. Just trying to shove, 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 and get a recall off, force this Rise to stay in this lane. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice recall off here. We are big time up in CS. Actually, this guy's got no mana, no health, so we can keep him here right now. We can keep this guy right here. We have blue buff, so we can spam abilities here. I'm going to have to eventually start locking in some better cards than that. If we can catch him with the Q and stop his recall here, that'll be amazing. Oh, we just stopped it. That's so good for us, actually. Just delaying that back from even further here. We still have one minion dematerializer, so I'm going to see if I can stop his back one more time. I don't have Flash, though, so if Graves does show up, this is going to be bad news bears for us. Just keeping an eye on the mini-map right now. Going to shove this out as fast as I can. And then just go back to base and get a really nice base off. Perfect. Alright, very good start to the game. We don't have ult yet, so we really can't put any pressure on the bot lane or the top lane. But this is where it's important to start to understand which lane you want to affect as Twisted Fate. So our top lane is losing. He's got 16 CS. I am not going up there in a million years. So that guy's on his own. I'm not going to help a losing lane. I really want to force a lane where we might be able to get some kills. So Tristana isn't the strongest right now. She does have a kill, but that's still enough with the Noon Quiver to probably put down enough damage with the Pike to get a kill. And of course the Pike has some CC and Tristana has a dash. So once we get level 6, we are going to look to try and do an aggressive roam down in the bot lane. So we're going to shove a wave and then look to R into the bot lane. Pretty much any position that they're in. So here now, I'm going to really open it up. I'm not really going to try and hold the waves anymore. I want to keep just pushing right now because if an opportunity comes up to gank, I want to be able to take it pretty quickly. Ryze is, I don't know, he's fading down to the bot lane. I don't know what he's doing. You can see here I'm just using my cards to really shove waves out. And now I'm going to start, every time I shove a wave out, I'm going to fade towards bot side of the map. Okay, we see Graves here. I don't want to contest him straight away. I'd rather try and go in on somebody in the bot lane here. Ryze will be showing up, so let's see if we can catch these guys. Got a gold card. I'm going to try something here. Probably won't work, but let's try it. Okay, we got it. That was pretty good still. Just popping a corrupting potion just for the movement speed and some of the sustain. We're going to try Dragon now, so anytime you get a kill, that's great, but you want to see if you can snowball off that kill as well. Oh, I caught him with the gold card. Wow, we caught him with the gold card from behind the wall. We're going to come in and just see if we can help this Tristana. We don't really have anything until we get our gold card up. I can maybe throw something here if someone tanks for us. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so that was a really good tank by Nautilus. It was great that those guys decided to go all the way in. We are massively fed right now. We're 4-0, 7 minutes in. I'm going to start this dragon because I really don't think anybody can contest us. We have Ignite up, so if Graves shows up, we're just really going to try and ignite him and just start auto-attacking him down. Our Nautilus does have Smite too, so this should be a pretty clean dragon. That was supposed to be a blue card. We'll let those guys finish it off. Just start dropping some wards since I haven't dropped any wards so far this game. And then I'm going to pick up this nice juicy wave mid. So that just kind of goes to show why I kind of say make sure you focus on winning lanes with your ganks. You know, Nautilus was down low. Tristana was stronger than their ADC. I really want to make sure I try and focus on ganking lanes where there's going to be greater chances of success. Some stuff's happening again in the bot lane. Unfortunately right now I am simply in minion clear mode, maybe a gank mode if someone comes mid, but I'm really not looking for an ult play right now for another minute, so I'm just trying to hang out mid lane, play safe. I could back here and buy my first full item, so if I can get a clean shove off, that could work. Ryze is trying to stop that right now. I think on this wave I'll try and get a clean shove off. Kind of told on myself a little bit there. I don't know why I can't hit him with that gold card. So let's just shove this off. I'm going to ping that I want help shoving this. And now we're going to back and get our first full item. Just going to come out of vision here just in case someone tries to stop me from backing. Ryze is going to have to deal with this. And I now do have my ult to try and get back in for a gank in the bot lane, or maybe even gank Ryze in the mid lane. Pick up a pair of boots as well, just to help us move around a little bit faster. Nautilus does have ultimate. I'm not quite in range yet, so I'm just pinging to him that I'm not in range. That's really nice of him, holding that wave for us. Never mind, he's taking the wave. Again, so see here, like, she does have a good shutdown gold now, but I'm still going to wait for more of the mid-game when towers fall to grab that shutdown. I'd rather just try and keep all my pressure bot lane right now. So again, very basic stuff. We're just clearing out minion waves and then fading towards bot side so that if we want to ult, we can ult.
Luck of the draw.
So I'm going to start pinging now that I have my ult ready. I'm just going to fade towards halfway here. I don't need to commit further than that. These guys actually push the wave in, so that means they're going to fade back towards mid and then push another wave in and maybe try again once that bot lane rebounds. Really, all I'm waiting for right now is for Pyke to come mid so we can gank this this rise, or I'm just going to shove and then try and gank bot. So you can see here, again, the play is very simple. I'm red carding backline, I'm queuing waves to get everything shoved in nicely, and then I'm just fading towards bot. So again, we're going to just slowly walk down towards bot here. If these guys keep shoving waves, that's fine, right? Like, what I'll ult then is if the Grave shows up to try and kill them and then they think it's a 3v2, then I'll ult in and turn into 3v3 and we should be able to win that 3v3. It's completely fine if they want to shove right now. I'm just keeping an eye out. I have a game plan of things I want to do and I'm just going to stick to it. I think we can dive him. I don't think he's that tanky. Okay, these guys are going. I'm going to try and ult in here. Probably not needed, but nice. If anything, now that we're down here, we'll just get plates. I can always roam up towards mid to pick up my wave, so I'm just going to come up towards mid here and actually pick this wave up while these guys get plates. I won't bother sharing the plate gold with them. I'm already pretty fed and they can grab some of that gold. So it's not the greatest ult in the world there, like they probably had those kills anyway, but I'm just trying to show you guys that I'm concentrating on a mindset of ulting towards bot, towards the winning lane, and keep pushing our advantages and trying to grab kills. It's not always going to work out, but don't be afraid and become trigger shy that you never actually use your ult. Alright, Chalk's actually picked up a massive kill there on the Gwen top and got himself a nice shutdown, so good for him. Here, this Rise can probably clear up minion waves very quick, so I just need to be careful not to hang out too far into the tower in case he clears it out and then stuns me. That's all I'm thinking. But
Lucky day.
now that we're waiting for our ult for another minute, again we're just going back to the game plan. Just stun him a little bit. That was a great play by Nautilus, and then we used our active on the Everfrost just to also make sure we force that engage there, and that's what the Everfrost is great for. It's again another great gank assist. If you find yourself with your gold card down, for example, but you still want to get a slow off, you can still just flash in and Everfrost them and make sure you get a slow off so that your jungler can come in and join the fight as well. So again, same strategy. Red card in the back line, using your Q to thin out the rest of the wave and shove it. And then in this case here, we see the bot lane roaming to us, so I'm just going to run up towards my Nautilus. If they decide to chase me, should be in a pretty good spot. Pyke might be able to get a... Yeah, she's dead now. Probably can't kill this guy. It was a good try. Just looking for a gold card here. I'm going to ignite an auto. I think that might be enough damage. It is. We're going to shove this wave in here and then go back and buy one more item, and then I think we should be pretty strong. I think we're going to look for a Lich Bane, to be honest, on the next one here. That should give us a pretty good chance to start really doing some good stuff. Hopefully these guys can kill it. I'm coming, but I don't have enough mana to really do too much here. And I don't want to give Gwen my shutdown, so I could have ulted there and maybe just added some autos, but I didn't have Ignite anymore. And remember, with Gwen, she's the one person with her W can dodge my cards, and I'll have to get into melee distance to do anything. So it's very dangerous for me to try and decide to engage on her. It was a 50-50 call. Like, I'm not saying I couldn't have went in there and maybe grabbed the kill, but it's just there's no point in doing the 50-50 calls right now when you're fed and you might give up 650 gold shut down to the only person on their team who might be able to carry. It's just, you know, not worth the risk, I think, in my opinion. If you're having fun and just testing your limits, whatever, but I think we'll still see if we can win this game and carry the top laner here. The rest of our team is doing pretty solid, so let's see if we can pick up a W off this.
I reckon.
Alright, so same thing. Again, anytime your ult is up, you're looking to shove waves and then fade towards winning lanes. Gragas is actually overextending quite a lot here. It looks like a fight's breaking out already, but stick to your game plan, shove out the waves, and then look for the roams. Just make sure you play very fundamental Twisted Fate here. It's nothing special. We're just shoving out waves, and then we'll fade down to the winning side. In this case, it's obviously our bot lane, and in your games, if it wasn't the bot lane that was winning, and both lanes are about even, just fade towards the side where there's the objective. In this case, the dragon's up. They're giving up a lot of CS, just kind of trying to contest the dragon here. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. I'm saving my gold card for a fight here. going to do it on the Graves since he's a jungler. We have to be very careful here that we don't actually die. I'm going to give these guys plenty of space here. Get my gold card ready. Use it on the ADC next. That's probably the biggest priority target. And I might actually die here, so I have to flash over. Alright, unfortunate. Pick up this red buff in any case. I played a little bit selfishly there. I just wanted to make sure we didn't die. I didn't think it was worth trying to just go in. Oh my gosh, no! No, 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 no. Okay, good. Yeah, we have to be very careful. I haven't ever fought her, and she's 9-1 right now, so I'm assuming her damage numbers are pretty high. We have to be extra cautious when we see her.
Always on the run.
I'm going to use a ward here just to see if she's hanging out. There's a lot of farm mid lane. Depending on who shows up to face that Trist, I might ult behind them. Okay.
Looking good.
So ideally you don't want to share gold or CS with the ADC. In this case here, we're going to see if we can drop this tower down real quick. And then I'll probably drop into a side lane, either top or bot, and let the Tristana stay mid.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Gwen is here with Ryze, so maybe I'll hang out and just contest this. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how aggressive Gwen gets on us. Yeah, you see how that, oh my gosh. Wow, see that W? That's what I was talking about. That's why you have to be very careful about playing Fed champs. I honestly didn't think she had the movement to get onto us from that range, but her E dash was enough, and then I think I misclicked, and instead of running behind, I ran into her, so that's probably my bad too, but even the Everfrost doesn't affect her when I was that close to her in her W, so that's just, again, it goes to show you that even if you're fed as Twisted Fate, you're just damage and stun at the end of the day unless you're building super tanky. So if someone has enough damage to take you out, it's very possible they can do that, especially if they can dodge a gold card. So just try and keep that in mind while you're playing him. Have fun, obviously. There was a big mistake by us to stay that close to Gwen. That's why in the previous plays you saw me running and keeping my distance from her a lot. We give her a big shutdown now, so we're going to have to be extra cautious, but, you know, it is what it is. You're allowed to die or make mistakes a couple times a game, I think. Just trying to get out of that Graves damage here. I do have my Everfrost back up. I don't have Flash. Come on, Ryze. Give me something. Couldn't even get anything on those guys. Very annoying. Alright, let's see if we can force this. As long as Gwen doesn't show up, I think we have a good chance to grab this, and then maybe we can blow down a couple extra turrets. Gwen's bot, so we should be able to try this. Our jungler's coming up now as well. Always try and lock in your blue cards when you're hitting objectives. I'm making a mistake by locking in my gold card. I think, honestly, I'm lagging just a little bit, so if you're watching this, obviously try and get your gold cards locked in. Or sorry, your blue cards locked in. Gonna stun the Graves here, and then just try and put down some damage. I have ult so I can follow, but I honestly think she might be able to clean it up. I'm gonna follow the Ryze now. Just gonna go behind him here and force him into a weird spot. You can see he walks right into our Nautilus now. So that's just a little bit of ult placement there, just being smart with your ultimate, not trying to ult right onto them, especially if your team is following. Just picking an angle where you know if you ult, they're not going to be able to walk that way, maybe walk into your team. That was a great stun. Gonna try and follow. Her traps did get us, unfortunately, but we'll be able to take down this turret. I think we could probably push one more. We have 2 minion waves. We should probably push one more. I know Gwen's fighting down low, but we should be able to get an inhib off this, so we might just have to trade inhibs here. No, she did back, so we should definitely get this inhib, and then it'll be worth. We do have Rift down as well. Alright, Gwen is back. We do need to be careful. Trist is putting on some big time damage, but I think that was a good push. Okay, this guy's crazy. Just trying to put as much slows and damage on him as I can. Nobody could finish him there, but that's okay. I think it's worth it back now. Dragon's coming up, so we just want to chill and go back. We got a lot of gold to spend here. We'll pick up our what is it called again? There we go, the Lich Bane, and I think Maybe the Zanya, she's building AP. We don't really need the armor. We'd be building it more for the Zanya's active. So let's go for a rapid fire cannon first, just to help us with some of that stun range. That should be a good bonus this game. Our ult is up, so we can join this fight whenever we want, but I think we can just walk there. So we'll just slowly start walking there, unless a big engage happens, which it looks like it is. We're going to ult now. I'm going to ult right on top of this Gwen as her W ends. Then I'm going to ult her now. I'm going to follow it up with my active. I'm going to ignite her too, just to make sure we drop that crazy person. Now, as long as we grab some stuns here, this should be good. Whoa, that was a crazy ult by Gragas. Red card for a little bit more damage. Any card would have done there, to be honest. We were that close to him. So, in some situations, you actually do want to use the blue card. If what you need is the damage and not the stun or the slow, you can just pull a blue card. But sometimes you just want to smack WW as fast as you can, and pick up any type of enhanced auto attack with the W. That will work well. Alright, just warding up here as we split towards top lane. See if we can knock this turret down and just again creep up towards that nexus, knocking down more vision and more objectives, and maybe force a Baron kind of in the next few rotations here. We'll see. I have to be careful again, obviously, if Gwen TPs or something behind me. She is running TP. So I want to keep my eye on the map for her and Graves. I do not have a tier 1 tower, so this is a spot right here where everybody's missing on the map, and I'm probably one of the furthest up, so people could be coming to look for you. You got to make sure you recognize if you, yeah, Gwen was coming top, right? You got to recognize if you are the prime target or not, and then just make sure you play accordingly. Again, even though we're fed, we're just a twisted fate, so... Oh, she just clicked that in time. I screwed up again. I clicked my W when she had her W up. Okay, get that. We're just looking for gold cards now. We still want a gold because we want to stun an ADC if we can. Perfect. I think here we just go for the Baron. Okay. I mean, I don't think we can end because Gragas can just come up in 19 seconds and some of these guys are too low to end, so I'm just going to come up here and see if I can get another minion wave. If these guys are good enough to end, you know what, that's my bad. I just honestly don't think we can end right now. So I want to get some more objectives. Doing good though, they might be able to get towers. I don't know about Nexus. Again, we can join in with our ultimate if things go completely crazy, but I think that's probably worth a back at this point. You can push one more wave in here, I think, with no danger. We can push pretty fast with our W and our Q now as well. I'm gonna run towards the fight. There's Gwen. There she is. I'm gonna use my Everfrost preemptively before she thinks to use her W, because really if she just E's into me, I'll die. So I need to get out before, so it's kind of like a little bit of a mind game doing that. These guys are hanging out here. This is going to be good. Rise is coming up here right now. I need to actually just R out of here because I'm about to die. Yeah, I died before I could even get out. They just instantly went for me. Gwen is so toxic to play against as Twisted Fate. Very, very difficult. Yeah, a bit of a mistake. They're going to miss a little bit of minions there, and I think Nautilus will be able to push another wave in. We just tried to do a cheeky play there, but I don't know how they knew that we were all there, that they collapsed so well on us. But in any case, it is what it is. Rapid fire cannon we got. I am going to pick up Azanya's for the active pretty much only. I just hate dying right now to this Gwen. They're giving up potentially their Nexus to try and get this Baron. They end up getting the Baron. So they're going to be able to hold for a little bit longer, but I assume this game is going to be wrapping up very, very soon. So we got our Zanya's Hourglass. I'm going to run towards this fight. Hopefully Nautilus can get out. He's almost out. Forces the Gwen off. She's a bit too scared of one more auto killing her. So, ooh, a spicy TP coming in from behind from the Aatrox. So we're going to follow up here. Let's see if these guys can clean it. 14 seconds till our ult's up. I'm going to start pinging it. I think we just fight this. I think we just fight this. Okay, he's got to be careful. Gwen's W, if it's up, will kill me, so I need someone else to front line. Oh, I have flash, actually. Just trying to slow her so she can't kill me right now. If I get CC'd by somebody... Okay, so they ended up fighting. That was really weird. I think we could have won that fight, but we just all spread out in such a weird way that it made it like impossible to win the fight. Either way, I don't think they're going to be able to push us too hard here. We're going to have to play defense mode for a little bit, for another 20 seconds or so, but it's not the end of the world. Dragon's up in another 37 seconds. We should have the full team for that, so just pop some potions until then. I do not want to get dove here. If these guys are good, they might just rise ult everybody onto me in the turret here and just kill me. I do have my Zhonya's though, so I should be able to prevent too soft of a dive. We have one ward. We see a bunch of guys on there now, so we'll be able to come down here, maybe just throw some Qs. I am gonna hit the dragon so it starts. I just want to force these guys to start taking damage in the pit. We got the stun off. I'm gonna throw the Everfrost out. We got it. Okay, now we can look for a big time ult here. Gonna come into the pit and just get somebody. I'm gonna use my Zhonya's right now, see if I can survive, and then I'm gonna flash out of the back of the pit here if I need to. No, I don't think we need to. Gonna flash away from him so he can't kill me, and then the dragon drops the aggro, and then we get the kills. So that's just like, that was obviously a little bit of a crazier skirmish there, but again, just trying to play around Gwen's W and then make sure that we aren't tanking the damage. We used our flash pretty strategically to dodge it, and that's the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that kind of like fundamental Twisted Fate gameplay. We'll check out the charts here in a second. Alrighty, so we did pick up the S rating with our fundamental Twisted Fate gameplay there. We rocked the 8, 2, and 16, so very, very nice. A lot of gold on that team. In terms of the damage charts, not the greatest, but again, TF isn't really supposed to lead the damage charts. More of a utility, kind of wave clear and roam mid laner with the ult, so we managed to do a great job roaming. We recognized basically that the bot lane was our winning lane, so the key concepts kind of there are, you know, take your gameplay, play safe in the lane, just realize you're probably not going to out 1v1 a bunch of the different champs if everybody's kind of equal skill level-ish, and you want to use your ult to kind of impact the map and go towards winning lanes, and have a good chance to kind of carry like that and have a big impact. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.